All right, y'all. Whew. Hello, 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 hello. Right here. And put this. Forgot to do this. If you're watching live, comment live. Hey, everybody. All right. We're going on, y'all. Uh, it's everybody just need to just just need to go ahead and get it together. Just go ahead and get it together because this is it. If you're watching live, comment live. If you're watching the replay, comment replay. Because the way I mean, all right. I'm trying to get all my little links up. Okay. Kendra. I'm telling you, I'm over here looking buck at. I'm telling you, this is it's and see, we know this stuff, right? We know this stuff. We know it. Here we go. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it definitely pushes you to really think about the game and think about, and it is like I said, this is all stuff that we know. All the stuff that we already know. All the stuff we already know. We already know this stuff, you know. And so I think it's just about time that we just have a candid conversation about what it is that we need to be doing. And it's just the facts. It's just facts. So it's not even about like, oh, he's a hater, because the haters are out. They out. They already on social media pressed. The bros, is broing. They irritated. If you're watching live, comment live. Oh, baby. I'm telling you, this is where this is it. Who's watching? Who is watching? I need to know. Move this to the side a little bit. So if I have to get up, because we really gotta we gotta figure that she's what you say, Kendra, yes. And I honestly don't see why he got all the hate he gets. Well, we have a culture where we don't like when people are quote unquote good at what they do, right? We don't have we have issues with people that kind of press the grain a little bit, and it messes with some people that they just don't have the bandwidth to go as far. And I'm going to be honest too, is that sometimes our own minds will play with us, and see what happens is that we see people like this and they get all this money, and we will feel some type of way thinking that these people owe us something, and they don't owe people anything. They don't owe anybody anything. Just will put in the work. He started from nothing. He started from nothing. And he may have had, if he had money, he had money. But one of the things I'm going to say too is that what you cannot deny is the fact of the matter is that the boy gets results. And he is one of those people where he does whatever he has to do, whatever his story was. That's what I told people. Sometimes you don't know people's story. You don't know how you don't know how deep this goes. Some people just have it in them just because the story is so it's so ingrained that they have to do what they have to do. They have to do what they have to do by any means necessary. And so when we feel some type of way, or people feel some type of way about somebody else's 10xing themselves, it leaves a sour, it's a sour feel when you see someone going all the way. And it's the same thing. When you, Kendra, when you have people that in your life, when you say that you're stepping out on faith and you're about to open a business and you're about to go hard and you're about to create a new reality for yourself, do you know how people will get pressed because you're doing something that they are not willing to do? It's a lot of people that just don't have grit. And see, some people say, well, that's hustle. He pushed himself so hard. No, you don't push yourself hard enough either, because what are you talking about? Everybody don't have to be average. I'm not taking up for him, but I just admire high performing people. So anyway, a couple of things that he talked about that I wanted to kind of put out there and for those of you who took notes during this book launch as well today, definitely share your thoughts too and what you think. I don't know if he broke the record. I think he did, but did he break the record for the Guinness World Book of Records? Did he actually break the record? Because I didn't see if he did or not. I knew they were there. They were there, and I did see that it was like 130 some odd thousand at peak for the people that were there on the live. So I don't know what category he was going for with how many people, because I hope he didn't say. I don't think he did. I don't remember hearing him, but I know it was probably one of the metrics. Another thing too that I thought was really interesting. Let me go back up. So the money models, right? So the offer models 100, and I quoted the thing wrong. It's $100 million money models, not offer models. That's my brain was, because I was so quick. I was like, I gotta get this out. It's not offer models, it's money models. And I gotta change the title when I get the chance. Money models help, he said online businesses, automotive companies, marketing agencies, all of that, right? So the things that you have to sell that can sell, and I'm just kind of throwing this out there, the software products or the software services, information products, physical products, those types of things. Yes, you sell those things, but it goes back to what we talked about with ecosystems. We were talking about ecosystems as well. And so ecosystem, my daughter getting home. Can she get in? Hold on, y'all. She always have time with that Debo lock. Hold on, she got it. So it's really about how many how you're willing. Hey boo, you got it? So the models, the business models. But the offers make and it's all about that. So what offers do you have? And he talked about that, the ecosystem that I've been preaching for the last I don't know how long, but like I've said, and this is something that came to me. It doesn't matter how smart you are. You can be very, very smart. You can have all of the bells and whistles of your offer. You can have the bells and whistles of your systems. You can have all the things, right? You can have all of your offers together, the pricing, and you can be going in on your social media. But it's all about who sees you the most. Who sees you the most? This is why a lot of times mediocre people that you feel are getting ahead, it's just that they're smarter at being seen the most. They know how to be seen more than you do. It all comes down to being seen more than anybody else. Literally, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's literally it. Sorry, y'all. That's literally the game. You have to be seen more. And I know that that messes with us. How many people have we gotten in front of today? How many people? What time is it? And see, as a CEO, you don't have the same schedule as a 9 to 5. Well, see, when I say that, I'm being told, well, it's too much, and how do you find a balance? There is no balance. There's no such thing as a balance. There is no such thing as a balance when you're building an ecosystem for your company. This is your company. Alex Hormozi, no, and I'm not saying that you have to do exactly what he does. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying, you got to give the man credit. And if you don't want to give him credit, so what? But I love high performing people. I think high performing people are amazing because you're doing something to overcome the barriers of these systems. And for women, and I'm gonna tell you this: money is how you fight back. A lot of times, making money is revolutionary, especially for women. Women making money is revolutionary. Everybody, like, give me some hearts, give me some who's live. If you're live, comment live. If you're watching the replay, comment replay. You have got to get in front of the money. And I know people don't like to talk about money because money is such a sore subject, but how in the world are you okay with working 2 to 3, 4 jobs, but you don't want to talk about the thing that you're working for? You know how crazy that is? You know how off that is? That's kind of off to me. Well, because it's just, but you need to talk about it. Why are we scared to talk about money? Because money's a sore subject? Because you don't have enough? That's all the more reason why you need to get in the room and talk about money. Hey, Sahana. We need to talk about money. We need to talk about marketing. We need to stop shaming people for going live. If they want to go, one of my friends said that she follows somebody, this guy, he goes live 4 or 5 times a day. She said he could just be walking and he just start going live. He could be in his car. He just get in the car from an appointment or having a session with somebody. He go live. Or, he see an article that's about his industry and he goes live. Y'all got to stop being scared and nervous about what other people say about how you get the word out about your business. Y'all got to start shutting people out. You've got to stop doing that. There was money to be made today. That boy sold over 1.8 million units. Over one. When I got off the YouTube, because I was in and out. I kept it on though. But I was kind of doing things around the house, and I would come back and watch, and then I'll go in because I was kind of cooking a little bit at the same time and getting the kitchen together. And when I came back and I saw that he was over 1.8 million. The boy is bad when it comes down to marketing. And you can feel some type of way about that if you want to. Yeah, but sometimes he's just too. Where are your sales? That's what I be asking. So where you at according to your sales? Where you at? He's at 2.2 million right now. See, that's what I'm saying. The boy bad. I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at him. I'm just not. Let me pull my notes up because when he said this on his last book launch. Save you and your family first. To the business owners who are also the money makers. These are the world shakers. You got to get ahead of this. Save you and your family first. How many of us know this? You cannot save everybody. You cannot help everybody. Everybody don't want to be helped. Did you see how people were throwing up in the comments talking about where the free? I need the free book. I thought you said it was free. Where's the free? I need the free. Can somebody share with me with the free? Where the free book at? Everybody going nuts. Thank you, Monet. Everybody going crazy over the free book. Where's the? I thought you said we was going to get it free. But these are, like I said, these are the people that y'all want to be revolutionaries. These are the people that say that y'all want. These are the people that's going. We need to wake up and revolt. What are you talking about? These people are over here throwing up and can't read or listen because he said what he was doing. The whole live launch was a free game because I feel like this is the last launch when he did the blue book, the $100 million leads. The boy's bad. I think the last one was kind of, now this one was more intense because he's still live. He went live this long the last time. Like today, he's doing sessions. He's doing hot seat coaching. He's going all in today. And I love it. I absolutely love it. AM, hey, who is that? Who was that? AM? It was free game. The people they were doing the most. It really was. It was a lot. I had to turn it off too. I definitely had to. Proof-driven virality. Of course, we know this. Make your offer so good people feel stupid for saying no. You've got to get your offers together in the messaging because, again, it goes back to if we are creating reality, the biggest thing we have to start thinking about if we want a different effect, go back to the origin of this thing. We got to go all the way back to the origin. If I'm looking at my reality and I don't quite enjoy it, or I need to, I know I can do better. I know that I should do better. Oh, hey, Asia. I know that I'm supposed to be doing better than what I'm doing. Then what do I have to do? I have to go back to the cause. So, which means that I need to get uncomfortable with my comfortability. And this is where the rubber meets the road in so many ways. A lot of us are still waiting on something to happen before we actually step into it. And that's stepping into it is literally just you just one phone call away. You could be 5 phone calls away. Some of us could be 20 phone calls away before we get our next breakthrough. But no matter how long it takes, your job is to do the work, and what you are wanting and desiring comes in because you're not focused on what if it doesn't happen and what if it doesn't happen. That's what we get messed up at. We're always asking what if, and what if I do this and it don't work, and what if I do all this work? Because I'm telling you, that's usually what it is. What if I put in all this work and it doesn't work out for me? And that's what keeps us in a functional freeze, because we stay in over planning too much. Y'all better say something. YouTube, where you at? It's all about, I gotta make sure that it's gonna get done. Can you help me scale, because I really need to make money? I don't know your work ethic. Don't you know anybody who has told me that, has asked me that, like, if you help me, coach, uh, am I going to make money? I said, I can't answer that question. I don't know your work ethic. And maybe I'm not the coach for you. I should tell them straight up, maybe I'm not the coach for you. Because I'm not about to uh guarantee something that I don't know nothing about. Because I don't know you. The results speak for itself. I just wrote out 3 people this in 24 to 48 hours, and Kendra one of them. Kendra just told me today she had a 70K month last month from stuff that I was talking about on YouTube last month. 70K month from what I was saying, what I was teaching last month. Free content made her 70,000. I don't know y'all's work ethic. My client told me yesterday, $250,000 corporate contract. I don't know your work ethic. That girl did the work to get that $250,000 contract in a whole nother state. I don't know people's work ethic. Another client of mine that's in the contrarian, she got a 5-figure client, nonprofit agency. She's a mom with children, single mom with children. I don't know your work ethic. Your work ethic has to be insane. This is the time to get it in. Don't let this stuff fool you. But people complaining. Look at the people that's complaining though. These are people with zero work ethic. Even when it comes down to life coaches, like I be telling life coaches, and this is your time. You got to show your face though. Cause I'm gonna tell you this. And this really gonna hurt your feelings. And I love you before I say it. I'm just being honest. And this goes for me too. Let me add that so you'll feel better about me hurting your feelings. Because it goes to me too. Humility does not get you brownie points. I'm gonna say it again. Humility does not get you brownie points. Just because you're a nice person and you trying to run this business and it does not get you brownie points. There's nothing cute about holding back because you don't want people to think that if I do this and I do that, people are gonna think that you get no brownie points for that. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. You got haters right now. I'm in a Facebook group with some guys, some I told y'all the bros. Baby, they having a fit. They having a whole fit in their group. It was meh. It was okay. Yeah, he put in this many ads. He ran over 2,000 ads. He was really just trying to throw spaghetti at the wall. Hater. Oh no. Ooh. Hold on, my friend just she was like, they pissing me off. Oh my gosh. Baby, these people are I knew every time he has a launch, folk have a cow. I just be laughing. And it's coming from people who haven't made $1 million in a year. It's coming from people who haven't made $1 million in a year, Kendra. Do you hear me? They probably ain't even at 10K months. They probably ain't even at 5. And see, it's all about, he ain't better than so and so. Two things can be true at the same time. Him and Grant Cardone do better. Okay, but Grant Cardone is a master marketing guru as well. Everybody know that. But Alex because he's younger, and see, this is the thing. Alex is younger. Alex is like, what, 30 some years old, 34, 35, something like that. Grant Cardone is 80. No, I'm just kidding. I know he in his 60s or just about 60. There is no humility. I mean, there's no brownie points for being humble. Okay. Another thing he said, how to make more money. What you need to do is create more proof. I agree. Sharing social proof is really important. I remember when I was sharing social proof a lot, and then I stopped after a while. See, and that's what I'm saying. It comes back on me too. When I share social proof, I don't, at first I was like, yeah, I'm finna show people. But then I was like, well, I don't want people to think. And see, that's that's what I'm saying right there. Because if I don't show people that I know what I'm doing, 2, 3 people, 4 people can exist in the same, but see, everybody don't feel the same way. Everybody feels it. So I had to be very careful. And so you could feel some type of way. But that boy, so when people say things like, oh, I need to show the proof. If you don't know how to show proof or you don't have any proof, I always tell people, go get the proof. To create a different reality, go back. If I don't like the reality I'm sitting in, I need to change the cause. The effect is what I see. The cause is what's going to give me a different effect, but it starts with me. It starts with me. I need to go create proof. Where is the proof? Content distribution. This man from, what was it, 2022, he really been going all in when it comes down to social proof. For 2 years he did what he used to say. What was his slogan? My name is Alex and da 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 da, and I have nothing to sell you. He wanted to just give you free game and give you some game that you can take and use and apply. And then he went from there to building up the infrastructure to start selling, because the boy had been doing it for years. He ran a gym. He leveraged his 13, he got what, over 13 million in his audience across platforms in 2024 to 2025. And that's what I'm saying. He really didn't. And see, some people say, well, he didn't have to do all them ads. The boy was everywhere. Because I even said to myself, I was like, one thing that Alex is doing, Alex is not playing about this book launch. He is everywhere. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. And that was conviction for me, because we're supposed to be business owners, right? We're supposed to be business owners, and we want the world to know about us, but we cannot sit here and think that doing a little bit here and a little bit there. And I'm not saying to worry about the future and hustle your way to whatever, to oblivion. But what I am saying is that you have got to find a way to consistently 5x yourself every year. Try your best to do that. No more excuses. We've been here 8 months and everybody is going downhill and feeling some type of way about the world being this and the world being that. And it was proof right here. I'm not saying you got to do what this man did, but you have offers. And I don't care. They don't have to be Alex's level or whatever. He has a team. Absolutely. Everybody on one accord about that, because there will be so many people that give excuses about what they don't have. I don't have the right system and I can't afford the AI. Get money. Find the money. If you can't find the money to 10x and all this other stuff, you need to be the offer. Get on some calls and sell people on expertise and strategy. Help people to get from here to there, and then use that as proof so you can get more. Everybody with me? Does this make sense? But we have to create a new reality. Thank you so much for the gifts. We got to start thinking smart and not think, I feel like, dude, y'all got to stop. 13 years. This boy committed, and this was something I thought it was very key. We got to stop thinking that after a year, if I'm not where I'm at, where I want to be, then something wrong. sometimes business takes 13 years. Sometimes business takes 20 years. Sometimes it takes 5. Sometimes it takes 10. This is your art. The business model. And so, Kendra, I appreciate you for pointing it out, because she said, Coach, you've been telling us about this business model. And everybody know I've been talking about that. Like, you need multiple offers. You don't need no one offer. We are out for that. This market is too sensitive to just have one offer. You're gonna burn out. You need multiple offers, and you need low, medium, and high, and you need some free and low cost offers to lead people up. But when I told people that, it was like, oh, but this I don't know. Listen to what I'm saying. You need multiple offers. You need multiple offers. You need to have down sales. You need to have up sales. You need to have a scalable offer. One nice scalable offer that's going to consistently roll. And then on top of that, then you have, what is it called? Affiliates, and you have partnerships and all this stuff. But that stuff come with time. But if you don't have people and leads coming in every day, see, even today, if I don't get any leads today, that's a problem for me. See, it's what time is it? It's 2:30, my time, Central Standard Time. At some point today, if I don't have any, if I look at my report and I don't see the leads, guess what Jay got to do? Because what I do today affects my next week. It affects next month. If I don't see the leads coming in, I don't care what kind of business I got. I can have a car wash business. I can have a popcorn selling business. I can have a digital course business. Doesn't matter. I need to be having somebody coming through my ecosystem every single day. I'm not a 9-to-5er. Everybody get that. That's unacceptable. And then well, I tried. No, you didn't try. You did not try. Go get leads. Kendra said a lot of what he was saying, you've been saying for a while. Exactly. However, I can't get mad at him. Because, see, my issue was not enough people heard me say that. So that means that I got to check myself, because, like I said, you can be smart. You can know what you're doing. You can, the Holy Spirit told me this, and Holy Spirit, nobody care about that. It's how many people can you get in front of and say this stuff with conviction and not feel some type of way if somebody criticizes you, because the critics are out. People ready to go in all this week. You're going to see all these YouTube videos and people criticizing Alex and saying that he this and he that, and they're going to try to find something to pull something out, because they've been trying for years. But at the end of the day, we all know that negative press helps him and not necessarily the guy or the person that's doing the negative. We know that. It actually boosts that person up. I told people that the more you speak negatively on a person, you're actually boosting them up more than you think. You think it's a flex because you think you're exposing someone when you have a percentage of people that's going in about that person. But it's people that's saying, let me go fit, because people have a curiosity. I had a client, an old client of mine, helped, cried on the phone with her and everything, helped her for free, helped her with her offers, and I kept saying that she was taking some of my stuff and taking my offers and taking my verbiage and taking my mannerisms, and I just scaled back. I said, you know what? Let me just chill. And then it was something telling me, put up a boundary. You need to put up a boundary, because the thing is, people know what they're doing. Don't you know that person found out that I blocked them, which is fine. Went on a rampage. However, you know what started to happen though? People started to know who it was and came over to me. And out of nowhere, I started getting all these DMs and emails saying, Coach, I just want to pour into you and tell you that you are amazing at what you do. I did see, and I'm like, what? Like, what's going on? Because obviously I ain't see anything. And the word got around. I don't play about boundaries. I don't play about boundaries. And I'm not mean either. I love everybody. I want everybody to win. I'm one of those type of people that and can live harmoniously. It's not an either or. It's not an either or. It's not a this person versus this person. Everybody can win. Even though I transitioned from being a business coach, right? So now I'm more into the spiritual side of things, but I still needle and thread in business per se, right? Because I still work with entrepreneurs. I have business coaches that are friends, but we do different things. I don't get threatened. I don't, everybody got their own thing. Now I can be convicted of things and be like, let me get myself together. It's supposed to motivate you. It's supposed to inspire you to step your game up. That's why I said iron sharpens iron. You need people in your circle that are winning. And that reminds you of the winning that you need to be doing. So let me go back to what he said. There was something else he said that I thought was really good. He said, sell your offers obviously to leads. How do you get your leads to give you money? He said, what kills 82% of businesses? You run out of money, cash flow. So either you're going to have to do some, what is it called? You're going to have to do some sweat equity. You're going to have to do the organic way, or you're going to have to get capital from somewhere. Either you get some people to give you some money, some loans, get a loan from a family member to help you feed, because you got to feed the business some kind of way. Either you're going to do it through cash to get there quicker, or you're going to have to use the sweat equity part, which is getting on the phone with people and selling an offer where you can't scale yet, right? Non-scalable services, and then scale later. What percentage of businesses lose money each year? I wrote down 54%. And he said, if we will sit up here and we'll put 80 hours a week of working only to lose the business, when it's simply just you need to shift your business model. I agree. Many people don't bring home much money. So their take-home pay, according to the last census, he said, was $48,000 per year. So what happens is that a lot of people are spending more time and money than the customers are coming in. So the equilibrium is off. So you need a sequence of offers. Like I've been saying, you need attraction offers, you need upsell offers, you need downsell offers, and you need continuity offers. You need a business model that shows lifetime value per customer. You make more offers and you get more customers, and you make more money when you raise up the value of those customers. Lifetime value, LTV. I've been telling people that too. And look at your LTV. Like I was looking at mine too. When he was talking, I was like, let me just look at mine, because I got clients that has given me tens of thousands of dollars during my business. And I'm like, wow. So you got 13. I got one client that the maximum was 21,000 during the time that they worked with me. So proud of them. I'm just being honest. Now that's me. And it depends on what type of business model you have. When people come in for free, we've got to be ready to have offers to circulate them into buyers. I'm sorry, but what about people we just want to help for free? Do you want to run a business or not? I don't know why we have to make cases for low vibe, low frequency type of things. You know, I just never seen it before. It's so weird to me. It is so weird to me. Attraction offers, free or low cost people to pull in. Upsells, give people higher tier transformations, move them up. Down sales, if they say no to those higher end sales, then capture the no's with something smaller or different that gives them a micro result that you can prove to them that you can help them with a bigger offer. And then continuity offers, which are your retainers, your group programs, whether it's high ticket or even if it's a membership or subscription. You can say what you want about subscription and memberships. They do work. I have subscription and I have memberships. They work despite how you feel about them. If you don't want a membership or a subscription, you don't have to have one. And I tell people you don't have to have one if you don't want to. But if you're trying to set up your revenue streams, why not? Why can't you? Because see, we'll make the case for people that, but there are so many people that you can help by helping them with content and things like that, because you got a wealth of information. But that's only if you have a wealth of information. And the only way you're going to continue to obtain wealth of information if you keep leaning into curiosity. And a lot of y'all are not willing to do that because you want money more than you want to achieve your mission in life. And not understanding that the money fuels your mission in life. Your wealth that you're building, wealth takes people. You got to see people first as wealth, and then you scale with the wealth. You scale, you bring in the money from the people and you scale that way. This is how this works. This is how this works. Everybody with me? Yeah, is everybody listening? Even now, I only have 3 people that showed up on TikTok. Obviously, this was off the fly, right? YouTube, we got about what, 7, 8, 9 people that, it fluctuates up and down. Cool. However, my responsibility is that I got to get the word out, because even though I love the 3 people on here and I love the numbers that fluctuate on YouTube, my responsibility is continue to get in front of more people. Period. In the story. Because if I'm going to be building wealth, y'all listening to me. And then look, if I ask people to share, because this is the thing too. Alex Hormozi has an affiliate program. He had an affiliate program as well. You got to rely on people to share your stuff, because some people can be your biggest hater. They don't want to share. Like, I'm not saying to do that, but I'm one of those people where if I know somebody is good, I'm going to share. That's an entrepreneurial mindset, because we know our wealth is in people. Some people don't want to keep you all to themselves and don't want to tell anybody about you because you're amazing. But some people like, no, the world needs to know about this girl, or the world needs to know about this man. Let me get the word out. Not saying that you have to do that, but I'm just saying that's kind of the mentality. Like, I want to be a part of the affiliate program. I want to benefit as well as tell people about this, because usually people promote what they feel strongly about and who they like to learn from. But see, when we're not settled in spirit, here we go. I got to bring up the spiritual side. When we're not settled in our spirit about something that we say that God gave us, we're not going to share anything, because we don't even share our own stuff. So you can't even talk about your own stuff. You don't even post about your own stuff, but that's why some of us don't feel comfortable with even sharing other people's things, because we're not sharing our own thing either. So you got attraction, offers, upsells, downsells, continuity. On marketing, he said something I thought was key. He said most people undermarket, what I just talked about. Most people undermarket because they're scared of looking salesy. But his position is this: proof plus irresistible offers beat fancy marketing. And it is so true. Proof plus irresistible offers beat fancy marketing. You don't have to overcompensate by looking and having all this extravagant branding, even though this is no dig to anybody that does branding. I want you to continue to do your branding, but a lot of people you don't have to overcompensate for that. And some people say, well, if you have better branding, then you can do, but that's called down a dozen, because some people, it don't take all that for you to get clients and stuff like that. Yeah, you can have better, but some people just don't have to do that. And some people don't want to. I don't care about that. I care about results, because I've seen some pretty branding and people looking real cute in these photos with their arms crossed and Chanel bags and all this kind of stuff. And their offer was trash, or they were, and I'm not saying this in all cases. I just want to see proof. And when I say proof, I want to see you help people. I don't care about your income. That's why I'll never share about what I make, because it's really nobody's business. What is my business is to show people results of my clients. That's why you buy into people's things. I ain't got to talk to you about what I made every single month. And some in you be like, wow, this is so inspiring. But what are your people doing? Because if your business model is all about what you're doing, then what are people buying? What are people buying? Because we don't care. I've seen people market like that. And that was all they did was talk about their income. I don't care about that. Show me your client's information. I'm proud of you, and I think that's amazing. But show me. Show me something else. Show me what's going to get me the yes. Get me to yes. Then we can go forward. Let me go here. What does he say? Proof and irresistible offers beat fancy marketing. Marketing's job is to show proof and make that math obvious. Okay, so what works best in a crazy economy like this? And this is kind of the findings I came up with. TikTok. If you want to see the replay of this from the beginning, you're going to have to come to YouTube to watch the whole thing. But I'm gonna share this with y'all. In his framework, some of the best performing offers right now, kind of take from what he said. Obviously, the traction offers that are free and low ticket to get people in, and this is a heavy trust economy. So even though yes, you do a lot of content, understandably so, and I wish we would kind of stop saying that, because so what? Like, okay, you do whatever it takes to get the people in. So if you fear that, if you're saying that, oh, I do so much free content, I'm tired of this. Okay, well, you need better messaging then. Maybe it's your messaging that's not bringing the people in like you want. Maybe it's not irresistible enough. When I show proof of what I've done and I break it down and provide it as a case study, people come in faster. They do. That's the truth. I mean, I'm not making it up. Because attention is scarce. People's attention spans are horribly short. People cannot concentrate for more than a few seconds at a time. You got to continue to do the work. Now we have it to where you can automate your content, but if your content is vague and general and it's not saying anything, the hook is everything. So attraction offers, continuity models, subscriptions, programs, and they're healthy income drivers. So you will have a better way to plan and predict what's going to happen next month. You can better predict your vacations, better predict your holidays. Like, for example, I told the contrarians that the holidays coming up. You need to be able to take off. Okay, so how you going to take off? What do you need to do between now and then? Take off. How many leads do you need per day? All of that. Sit down and think about that. Sit down and think about what you're doing every single day and what you're bringing in. There is absolutely no excuses that need to be made at this point. Down sales. He talked about the feature down sale piece, removing all that extra stuff, lowering the price to make those no's into yeses. So when the economy is shaky, you need a down sale offer and you need some type of continuity, protection, cash flow type of thing. While attraction offers keep leads warm. He reminded the audience that 82% of businesses fail because they run out of money, not because their products are horrible. You're not selling enough. Every single day, you need to get your business to a point. If you can hear anything that come out of this live, YouTube, y'all with me? Every single day, you need to get your business to a place where you're producing cash flow every single day. And if it's not doing that, change something up. Nail down your messaging. In order to change Your reality. You need to change the cause of that, which is it starts with you. You need to get good at bringing in leads every single day. I don't care what it takes. Stop going back and forth about stuff like that. Stop trying to find such an easy road. Oh, what this person, she only posts once. Stop. You know why they post once? Because that's sexy to people that don't want to do the most and get the most out of life. You need to have a way where you're doing some automations. Like, my goodness. Like, if it's the weekend, it's the weekend. What do you need to do? You need to sit down. You need to get your content together. Go get a system. I can't afford a system. Every system has an automation. They have a scheduler in their social media platforms. TikTok has TikTok Studio, and TikTok is about to go out. So you got about another month before they're done. Then you need to figure out how you're going to leverage up these other platforms. I'm on Substack. I'm on Substack heavy now. Substack, Facebook got a scheduling feature now. Instagram definitely has a feature. They have SEO capture as well. YouTube, of course. I mean, there's no excuse, and it's free to schedule this stuff. You just play too much. That's just what it is. And I don't care about whatever anybody says and what the economists say. Don't matter. I don't care. I don't care. And some of y'all got kids. She said Buffer has a free version that allows to post 3 platforms with maximum 10 posts per platform. That's what I'm saying. See, I used to use Buffer, and I use Metricool now. I use Metricool. I love Metricool. But yes, absolutely. Buffer definitely has that feature as well. Absolutely. Thank you, Artist God. His live audience was broadcast over 20 countries. 20. Going global. We need to be doing that. Hey, Michelle, we need to be doing that. We need to be going global. We need to get in front of more people. Now TikTok is people seeing people from Italy and Scotland and all this other stuff. That's fine. Are we reaching these people? YouTube, huge global audience. Because like I said last night, it's going to come a point where the United States is not going to have as many buyers. The reason why people love to buy from the United States is because the United States are the biggest consumers in the world. We are a buyer society. That's about to end in a minute. So you got about a good year before people start closing up shop. And you got to get ahead of this thing so you don't have that kind of bandwidth to be playing around and goofing around, especially if you're trying to live. We got to get over this thing. And I'm not even being fear-mongering. And if you think I'm being fear-mongering, you keep on playing. Leverage these platforms and get in front of more people. Mm-hmm. I've been telling people this. United States right now is on quote unquote shaky ground. They're going through a portal of judgment right now. It is what it is, and ain't nothing we can do to stop it except for get ahead of it. And right now, I don't care if Saturday time I'm doing some self-care. You can self-care and you can do some self-care, and you need to get in front of more people. Just like I'm gonna take this live and I'm gonna cut it up. And I'm going to be posting short form content in my shorts, short form reels, getting in front of new audiences. That's my job. That's what I'm supposed to be doing every day. And my link, and I'm going to have a call to action to every single one of them. Are you kidding me? How many times you post today? Not enough. I need to be at least 10 to 20. Oh, that's too many. I don't do opinions. I don't listen to those. I don't listen to opinions. I really don't care what you think, because you wouldn't know if I didn't even tell you. My job is to get the word out about my business. And if 10 posts a day is the problem, then you ain't got to run my business. That's the good thing about it. I'm the CEO, not you. That's what I tell people, like, who's the CEO? When you look up my company, my name is next to it, not yours. It's okay. You don't have to do what I do. You don't have to have the same work ethic as I do. I really don't care. Hey, Latisse, I just, if I want to post 10 to 15 times a day and 20 times a day, I'm the CEO. When people say, oh, that's too much, well, that's why I'm the CEO and you're not. And it's fine. The good thing is we got automations. I can automate all this content now. I promise you, you don't have to run the business I do. Y'all got to start having comebacks for people like that. And when people start saying stuff, you just be like, well, that's why I'm running the business. That's why I'm the company. It's my company. I mean, if you don't want anybody to know anything about you, then it's fine. It's simple. And do you understand how simple it is for you to just say, well, I kind of run the company. There are companies right now that's slowing down and closing up just because they didn't market proper. That they didn't step their marketing game up. You got a whole marketing team, brand agency, and all this other stuff, and people are just not picking it up. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you're smart. It doesn't matter if you're nice. It doesn't matter if you help children. It doesn't matter if you go to Bible study. It doesn't matter if you're on the auxiliary board. It doesn't matter if you're the pastor's aide. It doesn't matter how close you are to your ancestors. If you don't get the word out about your business, nobody's going to know about it. And that's just it. And I'm sorry, that's the way this works. Because now we got to go global. We got to get word out to England. We got to get the word out to Japan. We got to get the word out to Germany. We got to get the word out to South Africa. We got to get the word out to Jamaica and Panama. We got to get out of the water, out of the land of just here, and get out of our comfort zone and start reaching over across. Some left, some way. Find it. Your business takes more than the US dollar. We got to get gritty. It don't matter. Your feelings are not a part of the equation. It's about faith over fear at this point. Let me finish what my notes said so I can get off here and go do what I need to do. 4 ways to sell. In-person self-checkout, as we know, salesman online, right? And then salesman in person if you have someone selling for you. So you either do it in person, you could do it with self-checkout, even if it's giving somebody the link, salesman online, and salesman in person. Find a way. Get in front of people to get the link in front of them, get them to buy something. He said 13 years to get it right. I'm looking at my LTV, and I'm looking at people, the total value of some of these offers that I made. Like I got, this is ridiculous. Like I got so many tens of thousands of dollars of people that, all that opportunity. All that opportunity. All that opportunity. We got to raise up the bar. And you know what we need to do too? And I'm gonna say this, I'm getting off of here. We've got to get to the place where we start creating proof that is rooted in evidence-backed, science-backed, process-driven, where people, high-level people, can look upon those offers or look upon that social proof and say, that's the person for me. It's not like, I'm not saying audition. I'm not saying that you need to audition for somebody's approval, but we've got to become researchers. We got to become practitioners. We got to transition out of this hurry up and sell this course to why does this course make total sense? And I'm not saying that anybody else, well, she does it like this. We're not there. We're not where that person is. Many of us are not there. You got to get different. You got to get different. You got to get very different. You got to write this stuff down. Period. Let me look and see what else they said. Maximize your LTV, sequence your offers, and in some cases you need to offer like an ecosystem. It's an ecosystem where people come out and they go right back to the principal offer, goes back to the beginning. In so many ways, you can circulate people into some of these offers too. Like, for example, I had clients that were in my group coaching program and they came back to my membership. That can happen too. That's a circulatory type of business model. Everybody get that? This is so good. I don't know if he won the Guinness World Book of Records or not. But like I said, I'm sure he did. Look, especially for him to have them there. That was amazing. But I am excited. Of course, I'm gonna write all these notes out and post them to my Substack and post them to my Facebook members and all of them. I'm gonna leave this up for 24 hours and I'm gonna put it in the back for the members only. But this was good. This was good. I really enjoyed the live launch today. I learned a lot. And not only just learned a lot, it really was a reminder. It was a reminder. And every time he does this, it's a reminder for me. And I know it was an inspiration push for a lot of us that was kind of like, oh, and it's more like we need that get up and go. We need that push a little bit. And so I'm just glad that I attended because I forgot it was today. I totally forgot it was today. Until I saw the emails come through and I said, well, let me try to catch this. And it was perfect because the house is quiet. But we're going on. We're going on. So we got to be different. We got to see different so we can have different. Okay. So masterclass coming up on this upcoming Tuesday called the Manifest 1K in 3 days. You need to be there. You need to register. Because my job is to get as many people in that masterclass as possible. See, today I needed that. Need to push. And so we're going to get that in. We're going to get people in there. I'm excited about this. It's going to be great. We're going to get some amazing people in there and we're going to teach our booty off and we're going on. And that's just the bottom line. All right. Y'all have a fabulous rest of your day and your weekend. I'll probably be back. I don't know if I'm going to be back tonight, maybe tomorrow, but I'll let y'all know. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Bye. Bye, YouTube. All right, TikTok.